Yes then, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the new series, the Pro Debut series. Nice following on from obviously last year's prep YouTubes, which I did get into a good swing of doing and then completely fell off a cliff with them after prep had done. Life don't seem so interesting when prep's finished, but I know it's something that I should probably keep up with, and it's kind of what's forced me to do this one. Been kind of tossing and throwing back and forth on whether I'd actually get around to doing this, just because it's so much busier in terms of obviously adding prep on top of work. Like, I'm a lot busier with coaching this time of prep compared to last time. I've got on the show weekends every weekend at the minute. I've got a lot more clients, a lot more demanding clients in terms of the quality, and more people competing this year. So I was debating whether I'd get around to actually doing any of these, but here we are, as I say, onto the new series, the Pro Debut series. And as I say, yeah, nice to follow on from the Road to Pro series, even though I didn't actually call it that, it was effectively that. So nice to be going into Pro Debut season and just kind of seeing where we're at, dipping a couple of toes in and just seeing what improvements still need to be made. Like, I'm under no illusion of going in and taking the Pro League by storm and whatever. It'd be nice. I wouldn't say no. I don't see why it couldn't happen, but the expectation for that to happen obviously isn't there for me. As I say, it's not the year I want to make the big push, but it was a year that I wanted to obviously just get in and get in the pro lineups again. Obviously I did do the pro show immediately after the pro card win, but that obviously wasn't my best. It was like nearly 3 hours between starting pump up to getting off stage. So by the end of it, I was just flat, and yeah, it weren't my best, but it was a good experience to do. So it's not really the pro debut, but yeah, obviously being up there, I got 8th out of 11, I think, which for me, I know obviously with the improvements that have been made now in off season and going into this, there's no reason that I can't climb up those ranks, obviously depending on who turns up in the day, as always with everything, and what you look like in the lineup, what the judges are looking for. There's obviously a lot of factors, but in terms of bringing the best, this is going to be far my best. Again, as I say, big improvements been made, particularly on the back, since obviously coming off stage through the reverse phase, which I made fantastic progress in, controlled my post show extremely well. Off season, which was pretty productive, not as productive as an end as it could have been. Got a few niggles, got a little bit of an illness, so with like 2 weeks left, so just pulled off season early because there was no point for me taking the risk when there wasn't going to be as much productivity or as much reward at the end of it, with the injuries and with coming out the back of an illness. So then it was a 10-week health phase, which again probably wasn't the best health phase. Finished it with a weekend stag do, literally the week before I started prep. Which obviously felt a little bit rough for a few days after that, going just before we got into prep. But yeah, literally it was like the day before I actually started prep, 5 weeks ago now. That was the first day that I actually felt kind of okay and get back to the gym and felt normal again after that weekend. So yeah, it weren't the best, it weren't the easiest of starts to prep, but as always, I've been doing this for years now. It's kind of, as soon as the word go in terms of prep is on, everything just kind of locks in and changes. Like, I know what routine to pick up, I know what habits to pick up, I know when I need to be doing everything. Like, it's just a continuation of the good things that I've done last year to earn the pro card, continuation of things that I've done in the months in between, and leaving the negatives out and just trying to implement as much good as possible. And obviously the first few weeks of prep has absolutely flown by now. So we are as of this morning, like 6 pounds down in those 5 weeks. So no major shifts in terms of body weight, but a lot of changes visually from a condition standpoint. So very happy with obviously how things are progressing. Not really made any changes until this week, from the starting point to now. All we've done is pull like 75 grams of carbs off each day, 5 grams of fat off each day, and added 5 minutes cardio and 1k step. So there's not really been that much progression, but nice enough. I've been able to kind of just cruise through and just ease into things, and obviously make the changes that needed to be made. And that was just simply from being that 100%, and as I say, dropping into those old habits and those old ways of working that I know served me well during prep. So obviously on to the 2 shows that we're going to be doing. Going to be going to the Portugal Pro, which I'm now just under 9 weeks out from. First weekend of July. So yeah, that's going to be the pro debut, which I'm looking forward to. It's the one where you hit the casino, you come out the floor on the spinning platforms. So yeah, that'll be a cool one to start the pro kind of career, if you want to call it that, the pro career off. It'll be a good memory, that will. You'll never, I think as an athlete, you kind of probably never going to forget that one, especially with it being your debut. And then the UK Pro 4 weeks after, on the first weekend of August, and that's it. Literally just done 2 shows. One very inexpensive, which when it's only just a dip your toe season, we might as well just do it like that. 2, obviously go back to Portugal. I competed there in 2022 at the Amateur Olympia. I know what the venue's like, I know what the area's like. As I say, really cool show. So that's kind of a no-brainer. Like, there's a lot of familiarity there. And then the UK show, again on home soil, back in front of the judges that, well, probably most of, if not pretty much all the judges that give me my pro card last year, give me my overall win last year. So yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting season. As I say, just to kind of dip your toes in and see where we're at. In terms of what we're going to do for the rest of the day, it's early-ish on Bank Holiday Monday. So just had meal 1 about 15 minutes ago. So, well, 20 minutes ago. I've been on here 22 minutes. So had that about 25 minutes ago. So just gonna obviously do some steps now. Then we're gonna go to the gym we're gonna leave about 8 o'clock. So we've got about 35 minutes to go, and then we're gonna go train push today. Well, Monday is normally a rest day for me, but I had swapped some rest days around the previous weekend. So I'm technically a session down over the last 2 weeks, so I'm just going to make it up today basically. Just with obviously travel with the show. Last weekend when went down to Watford and I had 2 of my lads on. Got first in Classic Tall and a second in Masters Men's Physique. So fantastic work, absolutely fantastic. And the second in Masters Men's Physique was a natty, and he comes second in like a 8 or 9 man lineup, an assisted show. So yeah, really good. And then as I say, that was Lee, and then Dean taking the win in Classic Tall, in a class of 4, I believe 5. So yeah, good result to start the season. Hopefully that's a good sign of things to come for all round on the team, myself included. That we're going to get some good results and some good placings this year. Big year ahead. So yeah, I'm just going to obviously wrap this up now. This whole video is literally just me, this prep update, and then we're going to go and train push and some abs, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for the first one. As I say, first video back, I need to get back in the groove of doing this thing. I remember quite enjoyed doing them towards the end. Like, the ideas were very easily flowing, whereas yeah, I haven't really got the ideas or the flowing ideas for this one. So say just gonna go train push, and then hopefully we're gonna have a little bit of a roundup, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Right then, let's get into this session. First up, some laterals to start. Push, supersetted with some abs. I like to get my abs out of the way kind of at the start of the session. It's one of the things that if I leave till the end, the effort and the intensity of it goes down massively. So yeah, superset, some laterals with some knee raises, with some ab crunch machine, and then I'll get into chest focus for this push session. So let's get it.
They say they're talking the talk, but they're only talking breeze. 1,000%, the door was locked, I got the keys. So why you guess it's cause I'm bringing in 1,000 G's. 1,000, I keep it 1,000. Throwing up a plan, I can tell he's only browsing. 1,000, that's how I keep it. Now I'm talking about respect, but ain't got no one to keep it. Yeah, you know that's on. You looking good, girl, you all in your pictures. Listen to me, I see you moving, come on, sky high. Taking you home to
poppers on my tool cab. A young Houston hard hitter, all about a spiller, riding some candy coat, crawling like a caterpillar. I'm tipping on the foes, I'm chilling on this group. I'm looking for them hoes, baby, what it do? Ride slow, homie. Turn your hazard lights on, you can see the gold. Try slow, homie. If you riding around the city, where you know where to go. Drive slow, homie. Live today, cause tomorrow, man, you never know, homie. I need some roads, homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. Highs like the movie, highs like the dream. I got more TVs here than where I live. Now don't make no sense, but baby, I'm the shit. And everything I flip, I know what it is. I got the cuss.
And that is that. The first episode of the Pro debut series is done. We all know what we're doing, what I'm doing this season now, as they just a little kind of dip your toes in, see where we stand in the Pro lineups kind of season. That's as it planned anyway. Obviously, we'll see how these two shows go. If they do go exceptionally well, which I have absolutely zero expectations of them going as exceptionally well as they could for me to then continue and carry on the season. As I say, all I'm happy to do is just kind of get up there and see where I stand at this point, and make the improvements and the big push for them placings and the top spots next year. But yeah, plans all in place, updated in terms of what changes were already made, because we're already 4 weeks into prep, 5 weeks into prep now. Push session done, and yeah, that is it. It's bank holiday Monday. I'm gonna go home, a few check-ins to do, and just chill out. There's not much going on today with it being bank holiday, so gonna go make the most of it. Peace out. I will see you all in the next one. Hopefully I'll have a few more ideas back in the brain in terms of what to post, what you guys want to see, and get back into my YouTube flow, because I know obviously back end of last prep I was in full flow and I was getting good comments on these, so it's good to be starting it again, good to be doing it again. But as I say, little quick one today, just whilst I figure things out again. I will catch you all in the next one. God knows what I'm gonna do.